Welcome, gents. In today's society, kindness is often celebrated as a virtue. Yet for Sigma males, it has become a burdensome expectation rather than a source of pride. These thoughtful individuals have come to understand the toll of constantly prioritizing others' happiness, often feeling depleted and undervalued as a result. Instead of consistently playing the role of the agreeable friend or always being available as a supportive figure, they've opted for a different approach. They are rewriting their own story. By freeing themselves from the pressure to please everyone, Sigma males are reclaiming their balance, authenticity, and emotional well-being. This journey involves more than just learning to say no more frequently. It's about cultivating deep, genuine connections and setting boundaries that protect their energy and self-respect. Join us as we explore why Sigma males are reshaping their view on kindness and how this shift is empowering them to lead more fulfilling lives. Number 1. Avoiding burnout. Sigma males have cracked the code on avoiding burnout, and let me tell you, it's a game changer. They used to resemble those classic Energizer bunnies, constantly pushing themselves until their batteries were nearly depleted. But now, they've mastered the art of saying no without feeling like they've spoiled the party. Picture this. Always being overly accommodating to everyone is like trying to water an entire garden with a leaky hose, exhausting, messy, and leaving half of the plants wilting. Sigma males understand that their energy is valuable, akin to a prized collection of rare artifacts. They've honed their ability to set boundaries and prioritize what truly counts, avoiding the feeling of being steamrolled by life's demands. By dedicating time to recharge emotionally, they become more effective when they choose to extend a helping hand. It's akin to giving your smartphone a quick boost. Suddenly, it's ready to conquer the world again. They've realized that self-care isn't selfish. It's vital for maintaining their empathy engine in top condition. While others may be scurrying around like headless chickens, Sigma males are chilling out, confident in their ability to maintain balance. They're not burning out, they're leveling up. And honestly, who wouldn't want a bit more radiance in their life? Number 2. Valuing reciprocity. Imagine this. Sigma Steve, the master of authentic friendships. He used to be the go-to guy for everyone's issues, like a counselor with an endless appointment list. But one day, he surveyed his circle of friends and thought, hold on, why does this friendship dynamic feel so one-sided? So Steve did what any self-aware Sigma would. He conducted a friendship review. He realized he was investing more effort than he was receiving. It was like being the only one bringing snacks to a potluck while others showed up empty-handed. That's when Steve decided to upgrade his social circle. He began spending time with people who appreciated him as much as he valued them. It wasn't about keeping score, it was about mutual respect and support. If he listened to someone vent about a tough day, he expected a high five when he triumphed at work. Now Steve's friendships run smoothly. They're balanced, supportive, and filled with laughter and genuine connections. He's discovered it's fine to be discerning about who plays a significant role in his life. Surrounding yourself with people who uplift you as much as you do them makes life feel lighter and more luminous. Number 3. Respecting inner peace. Let's delve into Sigma Samuel and his quest for inner tranquility. It's like discovering an oasis amidst a bustling metropolis. He used to be the perpetual yes man, constantly bending over backwards to please everyone and ending up more harried than a squirrel in a popcorn factory. But one day, Samuel had a revelation while savoring his morning espresso. He realized that his inner peace was more valuable than any luxury yoga retreat. So, he made a decision to stop being agreeable at the expense of his own well-being. No more blindly accepting every request or attending every gathering just to maintain appearances. Instead, Samuel focused on what truly brought him peace. Whether it was delving into a captivating novel, indulging in a leisurely bubble bath, or simply relishing a quiet moment with his thoughts. He understood that saying no doesn't diminish his character, it safeguards his inner calm. Nowadays, Samuel captains his own ship of serenity. He navigates through the choppy seas of obligations and expectations with poise and a serene smile. He's discovered that by honoring his own need for peace and solitude, he becomes more present and supportive for others when they truly need him. While the world may continue to whirl with chaos, Samuel has anchored himself in his tranquil center. No longer enslaved to the tyranny of excessive niceness, he's become a peaceful warrior who knows when to prioritize himself and graciously decline the rest. At number 4, strengthening inner circle. Let's talk about Sigma Sam's inner circle. It's tighter than a tailored suit after a successful negotiation. He used to believe that being universally liked meant stretching himself thin, like spreading peanut butter on toast. But he's since learned the value of quality over quantity in friendships. Sam now focuses on curating his close circle like a pro. It's not about collecting hundreds of friends on social media. It's about cultivating a handful of genuine ones who support him like a dependable ally. These are the friends who don't just show up for the good times. They're there with ice cream on tough days and patiently listen to his rants without checking the clock. By prioritizing these meaningful connections, Sam has built a support network stronger than a robust espresso shot. These friends aren't just around for selfies. They're there for life's highs and lows, celebrating victories and weathering storms together. It's like having a personal cheer squad, minus the pom-poms, but with all the love and encouragement. And here's the revelation. Sam has realized that nurturing these deep bonds isn't just beneficial for his mental well-being, it enriches his soul. It's akin to tending a garden that blossoms with trust and mutual respect. So while Sam may not boast the largest social circle, he's confident he has the best one, filled with people who lift him up and make life significantly sweeter. Number 5, awareness of emotional manipulation. Let's discuss Sigma Steve and his approach to handling emotional manipulation. It's like watching a seasoned conductor orchestrate a symphony without missing a beat. Steve used to be the guy everyone turned to for a sympathetic ear or a shoulder to lean on whenever they needed to unload their emotional burdens. He was like a human sponge, always absorbing tears and offering solace. But one day, Steve had a revelation as clear as a freshly polished mirror. He was tired of being taken advantage of emotionally. It was like playing a game of emotional chess and constantly finding himself in checkmate. Steve realized that his kindness wasn't an invitation for others to manipulate his feelings or guilt-trip him into compliance. So he donned his emotional detective hat and became Sherlock Holmes in loafers, detecting manipulation tactics with the precision of a seasoned investigator. Whether it was the Guilt Trip Express or the sob story train, Steve could spot them from miles away. He learned to establish boundaries as sturdy as a fortress wall and say no without feeling obligated to justify himself. Nowadays, Steve is like the CEO of his emotional well-being. He's unafraid to call out manipulative behavior or swiftly remove himself from toxic situations faster than a Formula One car on the track. By prioritizing his own needs and safeguarding his emotional fortress, Steve has fortified a stronghold of self-respect as resilient as steel. And here's the twist. Since Steve started prioritizing himself and guarding his emotional boundaries, he's discovered that people respect him more, not less. They recognize his inner strength and integrity, and they're drawn to it like bees to honey. So while Steve remains compassionate towards others, he no longer sacrifices his own happiness and mental peace to serve as everyone's emotional dumping ground. He's rewriting the rules and establishing the standard for how he deserves to be treated, with empathy, dignity, and a steadfast commitment to self-preservation. Number 6, prioritizing self-care. Let's delve into Sigma Scott and his newfound appreciation for self-care. It's akin to stumbling upon a hidden treasure trove of relaxation. Scott used to believe that being nice meant constantly prioritizing others' needs over his own, like an unpaid intern in the realm of friendships. But one day, Scott realized he was running on empty more frequently than his car's gas tank after a long journey. It was time for a self-care intervention. No longer willing to neglect himself like leftovers in the fridge, Scott began focusing on activities that rejuvenated and brought him joy. Whether it was practicing yoga, luxuriating in a bubble bath surrounded by flickering candles, or simply curling up with a captivating book and a cozy blanket. He came to understand that self-care isn't selfish. It's essential for self-preservation. It's akin to securing your own oxygen mask before assisting others during a turbulent flight, because you can't give from an empty well. Nowadays, Scott's commitment to self-care rivals his strongest Wi-Fi connection on a good day. He's realized that by nurturing himself, he enhances his ability to navigate life's challenges and support others when they need him most. It's not about selfishness, it's about maintaining a healthy equilibrium between giving and receiving. And here's the revelation. Since Scott began prioritizing his well-being, he's noticed a positive ripple effect in his relationships. He's more attentive, patient, and energized. It's as if he's upgraded from an outdated flip phone to the latest smartphone, fully equipped and free from glitches. While he continues to spread kindness and support like confetti, it now comes from a place of inner strength and self-assurance. Number 7, fostering genuine respect. Let's talk about Sigma Mark and his mastery of earning respect. It's like witnessing a maestro conduct a symphony, effortlessly commanding admiration from all sides. Mark used to believe that being universally nice automatically granted him respect, like he was handing out accolades at a ceremony. However, he soon realized that respect isn't a given. It's something you earn through integrity, standing firm in your beliefs and speaking up when necessary, much like earning stripes in a competitive arena. So Mark discarded the notion of trying to please everyone. Instead, he began setting clear boundaries and staying true to his principles, resembling a sturdy skyscraper in a bustling cityscape. It's not about being abrasive or combative. It's about authenticity and demonstrating respect through actions, not merely words. Today, Mark commands respect like a seasoned leader. He's learned that authenticity and steadfastness resonate deeply with others. They recognize his strength and conviction, and they appreciate him for it. And here's the revelation. Since Mark stopped prioritizing universal niceness, he's forged stronger, more meaningful connections. People respect him more when he respects himself first. It's like trading in a tricycle for a Harley, cruising through life with confidence and earning respect every step of the way. Number 8, recognizing self-worth. Let's discuss Sigma Jerry and his journey to discovering his own self-worth. It's like uncovering a hidden gem in an unexpected place. Jerry used to believe his value depended on how much he could do for others, or how flawlessly he could manage everyone's expectations. It felt like running a personal circus, tirelessly keeping all the plates spinning without a single one crashing to the ground. But one day, Jerry had an epiphany that struck him like a burst of clarity. It's not about being the constant problem solver or cheerleader for others. It's about acknowledging his intrinsic worth just for being himself, imperfections included. It's akin to realizing that a rare antique has value because of its uniqueness, not because it conforms to every trend. So Jerry began treating himself with the reverence he deserves. He stopped settling for morsels of appreciation and started insisting on a seat at the table where respect and recognition are served. It's not about arrogance. It's about recognizing his own value and refusing to compromise on it. Today, Jerry navigates life with a self-assuredness that declares, "I know my worth, and I demand nothing less." He embodies the strength and confidence of a lion in his pride, assured that he deserves kindness, respect, and admiration. And here's the clincher. Since Jerry started embracing his self-worth, others have begun to see it too. They finally recognized what he's always known, that he is a formidable presence, deserving of every ounce of love and respect that comes his way. Number 9, cultivating assertiveness. Let's explore Sigma Scott's journey to mastering assertiveness. It's like witnessing a shy gazelle transform into a lion who's unafraid to roar. Scott used to be the yes man, always agreeing with a hesitant, "Sure, why not?" Even when he wanted to firmly say, "No way." It was as if he was giving away his time and energy freely, unaware of his own VIP status. But one day, Scott decided he had had enough. He sharpened his claws and embraced his inner strength. Now, when he has something to express, he does so loudly and clearly, akin to a microphone at a rock concert. Assertiveness for Scott isn't about being aggressive or steamrolling over others. It's about articulating his truth and standing firm in his convictions. He realized that asserting himself doesn't require bulldozing. It's more akin to steering his own ship. Scott navigates conversations and decisions with confidence, setting boundaries like markers in a sea of opinions. Today, Scott's assertiveness is as sharp as a skilled swordsman's blade. He's discovered that by speaking up for himself, he garners respect and cultivates healthier relationships. It's like evolving from a timid creature into a fearless lion, ready to seize opportunities and defend his territory. And here's the twist. Since Scott began asserting himself, he's noticed a positive shift in how others perceive him. They respect his honesty and admire his courage to stand by his principles. It's as though he's claimed a spot on the pedestal of self-respect, and he has no intention of stepping down. Number 10. Encouraging personal growth. Let's delve into Sigma Smart's talent for fostering growth. It's like having a gardener with a magic touch for personal development. Smart used to believe that being nice meant smoothing over conflicts and avoiding tough conversations like the plague. It was as if he sprinkled fairy dust on everyone's problems, hoping they would vanish into thin air. But one day, Smart realized that true growth doesn't sprout from a comfort zone cozier than a fluffy blanket. He embraced the notion that sometimes you need to prune dead branches and nourish the roots to witness real progress. It's akin to being a coach who cheers on the team while also pushing them to train harder. Thus, Smart became adept at providing constructive feedback and gentle pushes forward. He understood that challenging others isn't about dampening spirits. It's about believing in their potential and helping them shine brighter than a disco ball. Today, Smart is like the motivational speaker you'd want on speed dial. He inspires others to embrace challenges and glean lessons from setbacks, turning obstacles into opportunities for growth. He's fostered an environment where growth isn't just welcomed. It's celebrated with enthusiasm and encouragement. And here's the twist. Since Smart began nurturing growth in himself and others, he's witnessed transformations comparable to a caterpillar becoming a butterfly. People admire him for motivating them to reach their full potential, trusting his guidance because it stems from genuine support. While some may shy away from difficult conversations, Sigma Smart dives right in, armed with positivity and a dash of humor. He's not just tending to plants in his garden, he's cultivating a community of growth and empowerment that thrives under his nurturing care. Thanks, Jens, for watching, and see you in the next video. Stay blessed and bye.